He's addressing it.
What's up? It's your boy K to the S.
Talk to me, Papi Chulo.
I have messed up. I've taken an L. Blah blah blah. I already know. I got cooked.
He brought the pink silky out.
I messed up and I got cooked. You lot ate me alive, man. You lot ate me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, bro, it was outrageous. The amount of hate and people criticizing me. I mean, rightly so. And I appreciate everyone. Well, I appreciate most of the people that went in on me because
I appreciate some of you.
Up my arse. Some of you went a bit too far. I think someone was saying I need to get beat up by Jake Paul. I need to lose to Jake Paul. I was like,
hey,
I don't know if it's that deep.
It's definitely not that deep.
We'll look at it
Jesus
anyway.
Christ.
Yeah, let's just get.
We don't want no harm to come to the bro.
Wade. Yeah, there was obviously a lot of people who were on Wade's side, and rightfully so. Like, my outburst on Twitter was just outrageous. I'm sure someone has got it. Yeah, there it is. Man, fuck Wade. This Wade guy plays all sides, trying to please everyone. You are so fake. Oh my god. Fuck you and everything you stand for. You two-faced. Damn, man.
Sheesh.
This man acts like he knows everything about boxing. He doesn't know shit. You're not that guy. Can't believe Sharky let this snake into my box. Fuck off. Alright, so the amount of people who thought I was trolling, I genuinely was serious. Like, obviously now I've apologized. This was out of order. This was crazy. But yeah, I was furious because I heard from so many people telling me about how Wade is, you know, saying one thing to this man and saying another thing online and saying another thing privately, and it's just all over the place. And I was just like, what's going on? And I think what really triggered me was when he said that Tommy Fury versus Jake was gonna get more pay-per-view buys than me versus Jake, because I felt like, oh, he's trying to undervalue me. I thought this was a disrespect to me, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh,
it's like so low.
For Misfits, I'm confused. I'm blah blah this, blah blah that. So basically, ultimately, it was just a lot of back and forth, and then he made his video, and then I was like, am I gonna do what I do all the time and fight fire with fire, or should I actually speak to the man? Should I actually call the man? Should I actually call Wade and be like, yo, let me hear it from your voice? Because, you know, beforehand, I would always be hearing stuff from Wade through other people. It was never be me talking to him directly. We'd always just be talking indirectly. So I, you know, messaged Wade. I was like, send me your number. I called him. And I just realized, yeah, it's the whole thing has
been wild.
Misunderstanding.
Was being
Wade's
a hoe.
a really nice guy, and none of the stuff I said here makes sense for Wade. Like, Wade want what I want: success in the YouTube boxing influencer scene. Like, we both want that. So me saying and doing all of this, it was an L. It was a huge L, and I'm sorry. And I appreciate all my fans and all the people on Reddit going in on me, being like, JJ, you're moving mad, this is outrageous, I can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. Saying they've lost respect for me. But it's all warranted. And, you know, I appreciate you lot for telling me how it is. And that's how I've always wanted you lot to be. Tell me how it is. If I mess up, tell me I've messed up. And if I succeed, you know, you guys will sing my praises. So I appreciate you lot for being real with me. This was out of order. And also, I just realized that this man isn't two-faced as well. Like, while I was talking to him, he's, you know, says what he says privately and publicly. And
yeah, and I really hope that he's somehow able to understand that, like, if you're not talking to the person, like, you can't be taking other people's, like, words or anything for really any, like, especially about people. Like, you gotta have that experience yourself, bro. Call that nigga. Like, always, everybody, please always have that stance on things to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and say, hey, what's going on, bro? Like, is there something weird, like, here, blah, 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 I'm hearing stuff, this, that, and the third. Clear it up right then and there. Like, don't go to the internet. Don't go to the internet. Especially if you have the actual, like, opportunity to be able to reach out to somebody, you know?
I just got it twisted. I just heard the wrong things from my sources, and it just complicated things and obviously created this whole situation. Obviously, Jake Paul thought he could pipe up saying, this you talking about a reporter that worked the zone shows.
Hey, buddy.
You are regressing maturity-wise. You remind me of me when I was 19, but you're about to be 30. Apologize to Wade and fire the unprofessional manager. And so then I replied with a tweet from Jake Paul.
He got to talk about Mams.
Saying,
he got to talk about
Mams. That
please talk about Mams.
Plays both sides, no matter how much they mean to you. Loyalty to everyone is loyalty to no one. And I literally put this you. Basically, Jake Paul contradicting himself. I mean, ultimately, the whole thing is an L anyway. Actually, talking about Jake Paul, me and him went on a major back and forth. I thought it was funny. Well, actually, let me explain from the beginning. So I tweeted, when I KO Joe Fournier, I will be pound for pound the best YouTube boxer. Yes, above Jake Paul. And I truly believe that, because let's not get it twisted. Joe Fournier is a 9-0 pro that I'm fighting May 13th. And it's not going to be easy. Like, I'm borrowing people like Idris Virgo, and other pros in my camp to make sure, you know, I'm prepared for Joe Fournier, because, you know, the man has the experience, you know, has way more experience than me. He's a better boxer than me. So, you know, I know, like,
he's not current though. I think that's like the argument that a lot of people are saying, bro. He's not a current, like, it's not like he's had these past 9 fights in the past year or the past 2 years or whatever. Like, it's been the past like 10 years he's been out here boxing. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, I've got fitness, and I know
I think that's the argument.
I'm working on my defense. It's gonna be a hard fight. It's gonna be a hard fight. I just want people to know that I'm preparing hard for it. And I also want people to know that, you know, if I beat Joe Fournier, fam, I'm #1 pound for pound. Like, I don't get it twisted, because Jake Paul tried to fight a pro boxer and failed against Tommy Fury. You know, if I manage to beat Joe Fournier, I'm just saying, put me on that #1, bro. I'm #1 straight.
And it's not like Tommy Fury has just been out here knocking people out either. So people can't argue that. Like, there's no argument for that, bro. Tommy Fury's been like off pretty much, you know what I'm saying, for the last 2 years. So, hey, listen,
Yo. Straight up. Jake then replied, ha 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 ha, I'm your idol. So when you beat a guy whose last pro fight was over 2 years ago against a reggaeton singer that had never boxed in his life, you are the pound for pound best? Or is because his fight before that was 6 years ago against a 1-11 boxer? Sham. Jake Paul is trying to say that Joe Fournier isn't all that, but Tommy Fury is all that. If you look at Tommy Fury's box rec, my man is fighting people who have won 10 times and lost 102 times. Never won and lost 26 times. Won 2, lost 26 times. Never won and lost 11 times. Never won and lost 9 times. Like, I mean, you can't tell me that Tommy Fury hasn't done the exact same.
Yeah, it's wild. 200 losses and you're still fighting? What do you even call yourself at 200 losses? Like, what, 200? Why? Give it up. Give it up, gang. 200 is crazy.
Opponents to pad up their records. But ultimately, they're the main guy. They're the tough fighter. They're the tough boxer. And I, May 13th, I'm fighting that tough boxer. And just like Jake Paul, he was fighting the main guy, Tommy Fury, and he failed. So I'm about to do the same with Joe Fournier and hopefully not fail. So I don't understand how Jake is trying to shit on Joe Fournier when
that's not an argument.
Dodged Joe Fournier anyway. Like, Joe Fournier was fighting on Jake Paul's undercard, and Joe Fournier called Jake Paul out, and Jake Paul decided to fight. Who did he decide to fight instead? Tyron Woodley. I'm just saying, there's a reason why Jake Paul fights MMA fighters and not pro boxers. That's his kryptonite. Pro boxers are his kryptonite, believe it or not. Anyway, I replied with, this is a lot of talk for someone that's ducking me. And yeah, I feel like he's ducking me. If he doesn't rematch Tommy Fury, who else is he gonna fight? He has to fight me. I'm ready. After Joe Fournier, if I manage to beat him, I'm ready. And then if I don't, then we'll find out who the best YouTube boxing influencer is of all time. So I'm ready to fight Jake Paul.
I think if they lose, bro, if he also loses this fight, none of them are at question to fight any of the up and coming people. Like, KSI needs to fight Salt Poppy. Jake needs to get in a ring and fight, what's his name? Fucking, Slim or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all need to start fighting the regular people. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, like, they can't consider themselves higher if they can't even go up and beat these people. You know what I'm saying? So they might as well go down. Not even really go down. They're all of those, Salt Poppy, all them niggas are at the same level, if not higher. You know what I'm saying? Shit, see Waleed get in the ring. See Dean get in the ring.
What was that? And then Jake's coming through with these stupid money offers.
Give all these people these opportunities.
30 million to the winner, 0 to the loser. If you want me to agree to your request of £180 and rehydration clause, agree to that and I'm in. You just supposedly bet £10 million. So this should be easy to contract, right? So yeah, this was because Joe Fournier was like, oh, I'll offer 10 million to buy Misfits. And I'm like, Misfits is worth way more than 10 million. Plus, if you want to bet 10 million pounds, we can bet 10 million pounds. I don't care about the money. Money isn't the reason why I'm doing this. I want to do this to show that I am the GOAT in this YouTube boxing scene. So I don't know, I'm just tired of Jake Paul always doing the, oh, let's bet money, this, that, because he didn't pay Tommy Fury. They had an agreement to, you know, do a winner takes all, and that fell flat.
They ain't signed
exactly
They ain't signed the deal, though.
Ain't no way I'm doing this deal.
They ain't signed it.
Because you still ain't paid up for your last deal with Tommy Fury after he slapped you up. I can't be bothered. Like, let's just fight. Stop going back and forth. Let's just do it. And he's complaining about 180. Being like, oh, you know, I don't want to fight at 180. I want to fight at 185. Bro, look at this video. Look at this video that I posted.
Bro,
I posted this. Jake Paul,
look at this video.
For years.
Probably end up at light heavyweight at 175. And that's, you know, where I should be.
KSI will come to London.
Get out.
I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side.
Okay. Look out, he hasn't seen.
Few moments later.
So you would like meet in the middle for KSI? You would meet in the middle, like 180?
185.
Wait a minute.
What's going
KSI
on?
will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds. I will weigh 180 pounds.
Stop the cap.
I think it's kind of easy what happened here. Like, he was doing all that talking while he was training for other stuff, and then he started having these fights, and he finally started to realize, like, oh, okay, hold on, I might need to be a little heavier, blase. But at the same time, like, it's really, technically, if you want to look at it any other way, he can't really make an excuse about anything. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get in there and fight him at 180. 180 is fine. Like, come on, rehydration clause, whatever. Like, it works both ways, in my opinion, especially if JJ isn't even going to be, like, holding himself up at, like, 190 or anything like that after the weigh-in. I just learned what, like, rehydration clause and all that was. I never even knew that was, like, a thing.
Bro, for real, like, he's just constantly chatting shit. I don't understand how his audience just eat up all this shit that comes out of his mouth all the time. This guy wanted to be a pro fighter, fight at 175, and now he wants to fight me at 185. Like, what are we doing? Let's meet in the middle. 180. That's perfect for me and him. 180. Like, what the hell? So yeah, we just went back and forth, and then eventually he just aired my request to sign a contract to just fight. So look, honestly, at this point, Jake don't
Fuck him.
Which is hilarious because Jake was seen as the guy, the GOAT. He's the pound for pound best YouTube boxer of all time. And he doesn't want to fight me. Because why? Because he's scared, man. This guy is scared. He's been scared. He's been scared of me, man. Doing this through Twitter doesn't mean shit. So I tweeted saying, talk to Wade, and this time I'm actually sorry. So I did apologize before, but it was like a tongue-in-cheek apology.
Yeah, it was like some bullshit. It was some bullshit.
See right through it. It's so hard for me to just be like fake. Because you lot can just read it so clearly. Because I still felt a type of way because of the whole situation. So then, yeah, obviously I just talked to him. Legit, this whole thing.
Every time he hits the desk, I think somebody's like breaking into my house.
Success for everyone in the influencer boxing scene. Wade is a good guy. I messed up completely. My bad, man. And it's true. I messed up completely. POV, you have an opinion during a Oh my god.
I got the strap on and everything.
People to think that if you have an opinion that's against me or anyone that is a part of Misfits that you're gonna get fired. Man's messed up publicly firing Wade. That was bad. That was bad. You know, Wade can easily come and commentate whenever he wants. He can do whatever he wants at Misfits. He's his own man. He can have his own opinions. It's okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people got mixed up thinking that I fired Wade when my manager did. But look, I don't want you to go in on my manager because let's be honest, with the whole of Misfits and you know everything that he's done for me, he goes through a lot. Okay, it's a stressful job. It's a stressful situation. We're also human. Okay, we're gonna mess up. Everyone's gonna mess up. No one, because of this situation, no one needs to die or get told they should kill themselves.
Definitely not that. That's crazy.
Mistakes and then move on. So you can have an opinion, okay? You can have an opinion on anything you want, all right? It doesn't mean you're getting fired on Misfits. Ultimately, we all just want Misfits to grow.
I mean, technically you can't, because technically speaking, Wade had his opinion and he got fired, and he wasn't actually in the pocket of anybody because them niggas weren't even actually helping him out or in contact with him, giving him real information. You know what I'm saying? He was doing all this shit on his own and was still bringing him hella promotion. So low key, that's kind of tragic to say, but also in my opinion, I think people at that level, like management or whatever, blah 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 blah, the whole reason why that job is so like highly, I guess, how would I put this? Like you got to be a certain type of person to be able to be put in that situation. So you got to be able to handle those things and not allow like regular human tendencies or whatever to like come in and get in, like, you know what I'm saying, to like fuck up the way that you interact with your day to day. Like you can't bring, like, it's like when people think about like the president and shit, right? Like you don't want the president out here acting like how Trump was acting. You know what I'm saying? Like just telling niggas, hey, I'm gonna blow you the fuck up. Like, hey, as soon as somebody says some shit, they're flipping their hand immediately. Like, fuck it. Like, fuck them. We killing everybody. Blah, 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 blah. Like, nah, you don't want that. You want somebody who's logical and who can, you know what I'm saying, hear some shit. If he got to take a bad face in public, take a bad face to be able to get that dub later on. You know what I'm saying? Take that L so that, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't mess up the people's opinion on the company and like affect what's going on around that. So like, I don't know, bro. I get it. I feel like if he explained it in a way that was like, oh, hey, Mams is actually like, how do I put this? Like, Mams isn't really Mams is a fucking record producer. Like, he's working on every day trying to be a better person and do better things, blah, 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 blah. He's not really really in this like management fucking seat the way that he should be, and every day we're trying to be better and working on him being better as well or something. I don't know. Let's see what else he has to say.
We just want Misfits to be this huge company that
Facts.
has a lot of entertaining fights and has a lot of entertaining events and gets people excited and gassed. Bro needs to be humbled. Make posts supporting Wade. Make KSI realize he made a mistake and get this man a belt. Oh my god. You lot are outrageous, man. KSI to-do list. Apologize to Wade. I mean, I've done that. Lower his ego. When it comes to boxing, I feel like you have to have an ego. You have to believe in yourself.
Facts.
If you don't believe in yourself, then I just feel like you're not going to do well. I don't know. Surely I'm correct in that.
That was just the bad. That guy worded that terribly. The ego thing, I don't think is a problem. I think you got to have that. But I think at the same time, you got to be able to tell people like, hey, you can't have real sentiments behind stuff that you're saying is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't joke about things that you kind of believe are true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to, like, if you're going to make it funny or, like, make light of certain situations, like, say that it's a joke and leave it there. Don't be like, oh, well, they are like this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, I was joking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of thing.
Thinking. The reason why I have an ego in the ring is because I trained so hard to the point where I feel like I've done every single thing to make sure I'm prepared and ready for my fight. And because of that, my confidence is high, my ego is high. That's because I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. You know, if I was like, oh, I might win, or, you know, I'm not too sure, then yes, I can understand. And, you know, maybe I'm doing a little bit of that with Joe Fournier because the guy's is a fucking pro fighter, man. Like, it's not going to be easy. And I feel like a lot of people are telling me, like, it's going to be easy. And I'm like, no. Because the last time I did that, you know, I drew with Logan Paul. People were like, Logan Paul hasn't really boxed that much. You know, you've boxed longer than him. You know, it's going to be light work. And then I came in with that mindset and I drew. And I almost lost. So from then on, I told myself I will never be complacent and I'm going to train as hard as I can. And yeah, I'm going to make sure May 13th, I knock out Joe Fournier. Fire Mams Taylor for not handling business properly and being childish and a yes man. I mean, no, I'm not going to fire Mams Taylor. If I fire Mams Taylor, fam, Misfits goes into the bin. I don't think you understand how much Mams does for Misfits, how much Mams has done for my career. Like, when it comes to the music, before 2019, before I fought Logan Paul the second time, musically, what was happening? What happened musically for me? Nothing much, all right? Well, I had Lamborghini. Obviously, now that song has aged like fine wine. But at the time, people were saying it was cringe still. I mean, musically, I wasn't really doing much. I had Beerus with Randolph. Like, that was the next hit that I had. But, like, commercially, I was nowhere to be seen. And then Mams Taylor has taken me to a place I never thought I'd ever be in my life. With Mams Taylor, I was able to get a #1 album. With Mams Taylor, I was able to get so many top 5s and top 10 singles. With Mams Taylor, I was able to create TOT, The Online Takeover, you know, my own music label. With Mams Taylor, I was able to create Misfits, and look how much we've done with Misfits. You know, Mams Taylor, he helped me with Prime and all these things. Like, he has helped me tremendously, and because of this little, you know, misunderstanding, you want me to fire Mams. Like, are you dumb? I'm sorry, but like, it's so stupid. I'm not going to ever do that. And Mams is far from a yes man, okay? Far from it. Yes, he has my back. He's my manager. He's gonna always have my back. But let's not get it twisted. There's so many times I've come through with crazy ideas or crazy things and he's said, relax, brother. What are you doing? This is a bad idea. Don't do this, don't do that, etc. And look, we both helped each other along the way. So yeah, anyway, stay humble. Look, I am humble. I'm a humble man.
Okay. So, okay. Ain't really nothing I can say about that. I respect it. Nigga basically said, hey, homeboy pretty much helped me fucking resurrect everything. You know what I'm saying? Really helped me get everything that I needed to get together. You feel me? So, like, okay.
And if you meet me, you'll know I'm a humble person. But when I'm in the ring, I'm not humble. If I was humble in the ring, but I'd get knocked out every time. And mods will remove this, well, because the mods didn't remove this. How the KSI Wade drama went down. Okay, here we go. Okay. They just pulling out Wade on Twitter.
Hey, yo.
Clown, okay. Misfits, Spires, and crew seeing everything crumble around them. Wade, when he saw JJ's tweets. JJ fan 2 idolized JJ and now lost respect for him. Carlos smoking.
40 videos and 200 tweets.
And 200 tweets from the drama.
No cap, no.
Mams and JJ realizing the fans won't let them bury Wade. No, honestly, like, it wasn't even like the fans going in on me and all of this and that. It was just me, especially after seeing his video, just me going, man, maybe I'm not right. Maybe I need to just talk to him and figure out what is actually going on. Like, you've got to remember, I could have easily just not have done this.
That's cap. It had to be all of the backlash and everybody saying everything. Cause Wade didn't even make the video until after everybody was really fucking calling everybody out on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, low key, let's be honest here. It was definitely that. It was him realizing that everybody else was like, wait, hold on. You haven't even talked to the guy? Wait a second. I don't
this
know.
video and just wait a week,
Well,
2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then gone onto the Reddit. And obviously this would have been old news, and then I wouldn't have talked about this. But I'm here talking about it because I know I messed up about Wade, and you know that's why I feel like I have to say something rather than just tweets as well. I have to hold myself accountable. But yeah, okay. Trying to JJ the GOAT KSI trying to justify JJ's actions on Twitter. JJ the GOAT KSI, bro, you big time now. KSIAs and JJ fans turning Reddit into a fuck fest. God damn it. Keeps after he threw another drama for his enjoyment. KSI making the worst apology first in Twitter. Just explaining himself to the side.
God damn.
Wade dropping the best response video in existence.
Nah, he really did drop a hit.
Experts
he really
talking
did
like
drop
they
a
know
hit.
everything that went behind the scenes. KSI wants the JJ fans started hating on them because JJ apologized. God damn it. Yeah, to be honest, that explained it way better in a minute. Anyway, it's been your boy KSI. Don't give Mams hate, okay? Leave Mams alone.
I respect that. I respect that too. I mean, I gotta stop bitching at that nigga. I was bitching at him. You know what I'm saying? And I think I was bitching at him because I feel like he was punching down. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like choosing to have a fight with like the weaker person rather than not realizing how strong Wade was technically and realizing that technically he wasn't. But that was almost like dissing Wade, thinking that he was punching down. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was how it was happening. And I think that I got to understand that a lot more people can be human and in that aspect can have certain things that happen to them or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that cause them to act a little irrational in certain situations. And we can't hold that certain situation as the, oh my God, let's cancel them and let's make this like the end of their life, blah, 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 blah. But also, I need to see Mams. I still think that that JJ needs to do more as far as an apology to Wade. I also think they owe that nigga Wade mad bread, no cap. I also think that Mams needs to apologize way more. You feel me? Because he was way out of line. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing that Wade does come to them with the business terms. I feel like that is like one of those things that's like something that can't be really mentioned in the video, but at the same time, it was brought to light by them. So technically they need to address it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like.
Thank you to all the people on Reddit that went in on me. And yeah, big up Wade. All right. But yeah, Wade, just like everyone else, wants the big fight to happen, me versus Jake Paul. And I think everyone is sick and tired of us going back and forth because what? It's been 5 years. 5 years of us literally building this fight up. Let's fucking do it, Jake. It's about time. Let's go, bro. Let's sign the ting and fight. This is the whole reason I came back to YouTube boxing. Anyway, Misfits 006 is happening Friday, not Saturday, Friday, 21st of April. And then Misfits 007, baby, is looking to be crazy. Big on the card. Yeah, that's May 13th. I'll see you lot in a bit. Take care.
Let's go, baby.